Blessings, everyone. Just waiting a moment for everyone else to arrive. I highly recommend sitting up on a pillow or a blanket to help take some of the compression out of the low back and out of the organs. Please just, if you're able to, please donate to SunWater virtual classes. There's a link in the description. Also, if you're needing any coaching or any healing, I've been offering donation-based healings and coaching through the month of April. So I'm here as a resource. Take a moment to find your seat and get grounded and begin to welcome what is alive for you today. Beginning to greet and honor whatever is alive as worthy of your loving gaze. As another part of you to welcome, to see. And just noticing. Are you having the inclination to turn away or to resist the sensations in your heart or in your mind or in your body? Or to change what is there? Emotions and thoughts will flow through us like a river. Whether we grip and we constrict or whether we relax. In fact, it's when we attach so much meaning and desire to change those emotions and thoughts, that's when they show up longer inside of us. It's when we surrender and we use that experience as an alarm clock to come back to loving yourself. That's when the light of the soul can shine through and hold those experiences, thoughts, belief systems, and emotions. Begin to alchemize them into love. So finding the breath. If you're feeling a little ungrounded, you could take one hand to the heart, somewhere that you can feel the heartbeat. Begin to slow down even more. You could even take one hand on the earth if that feels right to you. I'm working today with purification, letting go of what is no longer serving us. So as you show up here and arrive in this moment, it's often said that the throat chakra, or chakra, is the purification part of the psychic system or of the energetic system. So it is in the throat chakra that purifies all the others. It's so beautiful in that, in expressing our gifts and our truth and listening to others, we are able to purify ourselves. So it is in that expression that we can discover our own power. We empty ourselves out with intentional communication and authentic relating with those around us. And when we reveal what is going on inside of our being, not just what we thought or what we felt in the past or how we feel about something in the future, but revealing what is alive for us right now in this moment. Right now, hearing that you're struggling, I feel sad, or I feel compassion. Or hearing that you're spending lots of time in nature, I feel so grateful and inspired myself. But that takes a cultivation of a connection with yourself. You are not in the future or in the past. You are right here, right now. All moments are happening simultaneously, yes. But your consciousness, your awareness is in this moment, this breath, this heartbeat. So can we slow down to own our experience, to be fully present and rooted in this breath, in this moment, to really know what is alive for us right now. And in doing so, we can begin to purify, because then we know how and what to express to those around us with realness, authenticity, compassion, and love. That expression and communication is also to ourselves. When we, like Thich Nhat Hanh says, when we have an emotion, it's like when a mother hears a baby crying, and the mother goes to the baby and doesn't know why the baby is crying, but simply picks up the baby, and simply by her presence and her being present and holding the baby, the suffering is eased. The baby stops crying. He says that it's the same thing with our emotions. When we have an emotion, we can go to that emotion and hold it, be present with it, and simply by our being there, our suffering is eased. That's why meditation and slowing down is so vital. This time of social distancing is such a gift in that it allows us to find ourselves, these parts of ourself that we've been running away from, or pretending aren't there, or projecting on those around us. Now we're fully confronted by all the aspects of ourself when we start to slow down. This is a gift. Not to take away from the suffering that's being experienced in the world right now, but owning that this is your opportunity to simply know who you are as a human being instead of a human doing. What parts of you are you ready to welcome home? Back to you as divine love and form. Let's go now into the heart. Imagining seeing out of your chest, so your perspective dropping a foot and a half or whatever into the heart, seeing out of your heart's perspective. And as you peer out of your heart from this place of innocence, all the heart knows is how to feel. ask your heart, what part of you am I not acknowledging? What part of you am I not acknowledging? Asking with the exhale and with the inhale, receiving the answer. You could do little sighs on the exhale as you ask the question. You could even ask it out loud. What part of you is ready to be acknowledged? And then turning that part of you that is ready to be acknowledged into a love affirmation. So maybe it's you are worthy, you are innocent and pure, you are wonderful, you are powerful, whatever it is, naming it as an affirmation and beginning to repeat it into the heart. Still repeating the mantra. Maybe smile a little bit, let go of some of the seriousness. And then returning into the heart, seeing out of your chest, seeing the world from your chest. If you'd like, you could also keep the eyes open and imagine your perspective shifting a foot lower so that you're seeing out of your heart. And then asking the heart, what truth needs to be expressed to those around me? What truth needs to be expressed to those around me? What are you withholding that is keeping you from truly connecting, honoring, and loving someone in your life? What truth needs to be expressed? With the exhale, we ask the question. With the inhale, receive the answer. Maybe do a couple of sighs to get out of the mind. The exhale, asking what truth needs to be revealed. Inhale to receive the answer. And then imagining this person or people standing in front of you and just expressing this truth with love. Imagining them hearing this truth and receiving it and embodying it with love and grace, because you're coming from this place of authenticity and love and grace. Revealing your own experience, not blaming. Hey, I'm noticing that I feel angry when you leave the toilet seat up. Or I'm tracking that when we communicate, it's very much on the surface and I desire to connect with you more deeply. Would you be willing to try to find more intentional time to communicate and talk? it's, hey, I'm noticing that sometimes the tone that you speak to me in, I feel sad and not seen. Whatever it is, just saying it to that person inside your mind and inside your heart. And imagining their response. Imagining them with responding with love. Going into the heart once again, seeing out of the heart's perspective. A couple of sighs, releasing the jaw and the shoulders. And then asking, what assumption do I need to let go of? So what assumption are you holding that's stopping you from connecting more deeply with those around you? Whether it's an assumption about yourself or about the world, about people in general, or maybe it's specifically about a specific person or people in your life. What assumption am I ready to let go of? So exhale to ask the question, what assumption am I ready to let go of? Inhale to receive the answer into your heart. And then imagining, just naming that assumption. The next time you come into contact with whatever's triggering that assumption, imagine yourself naming that assumption and gracefully and mindfully putting it to the side. And once again, going into the heart, seeing out of the chest, and asking the heart, what can I do to show you more love? Asking with the exhale, inhaling, receiving the answer. And if you're a little stuck in the mind, do a couple of sighs first. The next exhale, asking, what can I do for you to show you more love? Inhale to receive the answer. And then dedicate yourself, if you feel called to carve out 7 minutes a day to do this thing to show your heart more love. Imagine doing it every day and how good that would feel. Taking 3 to 4 slow, slow breaths to open the eyes. I'm going to end meditation a few minutes early so that you can do that thing for yourself. Bring the hands to the heart. You are the perfect love of the divine form, as I and all beings are the perfect love of the divine in form. I honor this perfect love that we are, and we are one. Namaste. Go be good to yourself, dear ones. Honor the love that you are. Perhaps express that authenticity if you feel called to. And if you do so, I encourage you to build connection first before you bring up any withholds, and approach with humility, revealing your experience, not judging or blaming. Again, if you need any extra help, please reach out to me. I'm happy to give a donation-based healing for you or a coaching session. And if you're able to, please support SunWater virtual classes. There's a donate button in the description. All right, dear ones, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.